guys, we are mobile. We decided to switch it up a little bit, make it a little bit more peppy, hopefully, instead of me just sitting in a chair yapping at you. We decided to get mobile. That was actually very therapeutic for me, so I thank my daughter for giving me that suggestion. But at this point, I think we're done with the droning on and on and on about pains in life, and kind of get everyone in the moving parts of what goes along with being blind. Some of the mistakes and funny things I've done around the house, I'm going to try to see if I can get to those in a quick fashion without going overboard. This is my inside cane. It has a kind of a tapper tip on it. There's also roller tips that I will show you at the very end that we use when we go outside. But I use this one inside because it's shorter and it's easier for me to navigate. Sometimes if I have something in my hand and I'm trying to walk with something in my hand, it gets a little tricky because I have to make sure I can set that down and I don't have anything else to feel. There is a handle on this that I can put on my hand, but that actually makes it harder. So I have a tendency to put it between my legs or put it on clip it somewhere somehow. Because trying to do the dishes like this just ends up being a lot harder than it would look like it would be. So the first thing is, we turned off the timers on the clock, so hopefully we won't hear any more chimes. This is the basement door. Again, when I look at it, all I see is white because all I can see is light, and when the light shines off the walls, it's just white. This little door handle, if you've never seen it, it's kind of a cool little thing that you can order, and it lets me know that I'm at a door that I should not be at unless I'm purposefully wanting to be at it. So this is actually the basement. It's 13 carpeted steps down to the bottom. My family's been terrific, so they have cleared the way that when I go left, I can get on the recumbent bike, take a little harder of a left, and I can get to the treadmill. I will tell you, blind people, if you're gonna try to listen to music or do anything on the treadmill, don't take your hands off. I have accidentally fallen off the treadmill twice now just trying to take a drink of water. Advice, treadmill's great, it's good exercise, especially in the winter, but make sure you're holding onto those handles because you wouldn't think that it would be a big deal, but it somehow is. A couple of funny things that I've done in the hallway, I can usually know where I am in the hallway because I can see this picture up here is black, so it makes a big difference in the shadows. And I can sometimes see this one here, but it just depends on the light. Usually if the bathroom door is open like it is now, and I'm coming down the hall from either direction, that's kind of my gateway to knowing how to get into the bathroom. If somebody inadvertently shuts the door, which has happened numerous times, I will walk right past it and either slam into this side of the wall, or most recently slam into this little lovely cupboard. And the other day I did that and my son said, "Mom, what the hell was that?" And I said, "Well, someone left the bathroom door closed and your mother just ran into the first thing that didn't look like light." So unfortunately that happened. What are you gonna do? Learn from it and move on. So this is we have 4 black chairs here, which I have to be careful about, because sometimes I'll come over to the deck to make sure that it's locked. The way that I tell the difference between the wall and where to find it is I can feel the glass is different than the wall, and then I look to make sure it's locked. This is where I've gotten in trouble in the past a lot because I have inadvertently gone over by the table, or I have missed shot going in between the 2 couches, which hopefully I'm not shooting right now on camera. There's one couch. There's the other couch, here's in between. So, I have accidentally gone all the way around the couch and hit my head on the mantle. Almost hit my head on the mantle, caught it, but didn't hit my head, so that's good. So these are all learning experiences as you're learning with your cane. I don't know if it would be easier if I couldn't see, if I'd be more apt to count steps, but for some reason I haven't really gotten into the counting steps part so much, just trying to still use what little bit of vision I have to look at the shadows. So I can tell this is the fridge if I'm extra careful. I can usually spy the island, and I usually don't have any trouble finding the microwave, which my family will probably tell you is because I like my coffee to be super hot, and I'm always microwaving it. Plus we have heating pads that I use at night, so this is like special to me. Plus it's got little buttons that tell me how many seconds I'm turning something on or microwaving something for. this dining room has gotten me in trouble a couple times because it's dark. So if I'm standing in the light and I think I want to go to a room that's dark, this used to be the first place I would go. I was always getting lost in the dining room. The other place I was often getting lost in was, ironically, the laundry room, which is over in this direction. And I don't know how, but somehow I would end up in the laundry room and I would be feeling around and I would either feel the sliding door or I would feel the actual door, the washer, and I would be like, how in the hell did I get into the washer or the laundry room? But I have actually learned quite a bit from walking around with a cane for the last few months. I did hit my groin on the corner of the cat. You can hear Matt laughing. He thought it was funny. It hurt like you do. I don't even know, girls. Ladies, I'm telling you what, if that's how bad it hurts to be a boy, if you're in trouble, that's where you need to go, because man alive, that hurt. I was just walking in a straight line and I hadn't made my turn, which I was just about to make it, and kabam, I hit this stupid countertop, which was just right there. So this is our entryway, and this is where my other canes are. So I have to be a little careful here because sometimes we have lots of shoes out. This is the garage door. Another thing I often come make sure is locked before we go to bed. Things that are making me crazy. So this is, I have to feel the bottom. This is the cane I used in the neighborhood. It is a little bit longer than this cane, but not as long as the next cane I'm going to bring out, and it has a roller on the bottom. But the smaller roller, for some reason, I find easier to navigate in terms of the driveways. So sometimes I'll hit something that'll put a shock up my arm, but not so much in the neighborhood as if we're walking in town on the sidewalks. So I do have a third cane that has a much bigger ball on it if you look at the bottom of it. And this is, oh, sorry, that was loud. This is the one I use when we're outside in town walking, because the bigger ball will catch the sidewalk edges and won't jar my arm as much. Plus, it's a little easier to feel the difference between the grasses and the sidewalk with that bigger ball. And I don't have any driveways to negotiate around. So those are the three canes. The next one we're going to try to do is maybe an outside one, and show you some of the funny things that we've done outside and how I've gotten lost, but how I've now figured it all out. In the beginning, it's very different and it's very disorientating to figure out where you are and how easy it is to take a step towards somebody that's talking to you, and then before you know it, you're walking up someone's driveway because you forgot that you turned towards that particular person. So it's been a learning curve that's been very interesting and humorous, and I'm sure if my family were going to be on the flip side of this interview, they'd have lots of funny things to tell you. So we're gonna be up, hopefully, and up and at 'em from now on, and more positive and more showing you everything that I'm doing and I'm learning. I'm learning the JAWS program right now, so eventually once I learn a little bit more, we might do a little sit-down JAWS program. I'm also gonna learn how to read Braille, not how to Braille. That doesn't make any sense. Learn the alphabet of Braille. I'm just waiting for my Braille reader. So I might do a little episode on that. Amazingly, I've turned what was a frustration into what can I do? What can I accomplish next with this? I keep calling it my new normal, but it is my new normal. It's our new normal. And for me, instead of feeling like I'm getting bricks put on me with guilt of things that I can't do anymore, I'm starting to put those bricks aside and say, what can I do? How can I help in the kitchen? What can I do besides unload the dishwasher? Maybe I can wash dishes and they just have to watch to make sure they're actually clean. So we're figuring out as a family, and we're doing a really good job. In my opinion, my family has been, like I've said a million times, super amazing. So hopefully the next time we see you, we will be outside, unless it's super cold. We should have taped the outside one this week because it was so gorgeous. But please keep coming back if you're watching. This one we're just gonna call maybe blind up and at 'em finally, because I've been just sitting in a chair yapping, and now I want to talk and share with you the experiences that go on around the house and around the town, if you will. So please come back.